Previously on the Caddicarus show.
I can still say, hand on heart, that this game is fun.
Even though it's not perfect at all, and still surprisingly fun, the Jungle Book Roof Party gets the salvage.
And now, we play a deliberately terrible game for Caddy's 200,000 subscriber special because it's only tradition, I suppose.
So, are we good? We good? We good. Yeah. 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 Jesus Christ, I just go out there to change my shirt and then I hear this almighty rumbling from my room and everything starts shaking. I mean, what the hell was that? Okay, no, I'm not doing that. Okay, wait. Why would there be a small-scale earthquake only in my room? And why would I own a little girl's Bratz PS2 game? I'm dreaming, aren't I? Yeah, of course, I'm bloody dreaming. Okay. Let's clear this up. I'm just gonna walk back into my room and see if everything is back to normal.
Caddy, you have to do it.
No,
It's your 200,000 subscriber special.
I don't give a shit.
Come on, you've got to. It'll be a cakewalk.
You wanna do it? You wanna fucking do it?
Well, no, I'm just saying.
You know what? Why don't you just marry that game you love it so much, eh? Why don't you? You paraphiliac!
Hey, I'm sorry.
No! Fuck you! Why would I want to do Bratz? I'm not doing Bratz. 200k special or not, why would I want to do Bratz? You come here. Come here.
Caddy!
I guess I have no choice, really. I've put this off long enough. The remnants of my sanity must be laid to rest. The bastard child of my PS2 collection must be covered. I mean, hell, Dalmatians 3 is the bastard child of my PS2 collection. Hell, it's the worst game that I own. But this was the original worst PS2 game I ever owned, before that monstrosity showed up. I've been dreading this day for far too long. But now, at 200,000 subscribers, there's no better time that I can do this.
Are you ready to do this then?
Oh, Ollie, sorry about earlier.
Oh, don't worry. It's okay.
No, it isn't. I'm sorry.
Seriously, it's fine.
No, it isn't. I overreacted. I called you some names. I said I did some things that I'm not proud of. So I'm just telling you that I'm sorry.
Caddy, I'm not joking. It's completely fine.
No, it isn't. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I did that.
You know what? No. Forget it. Fuck you.
You don't know Bratz? Consider yourself lucky. I mean literally, Bratz by name, Bratz by nature. And it has a Z in it, because it's cool. Think Barbie, then times it by 4, and then suck out all of that pesky leg fat that Barbie clearly needs to sort out, and you have Bratz.
And that's it. That is it. The capacity of everything you need to know about this particular line of dolls ends there. You think there's any more to it? Because there ain't.
Also, they made baby Bratz. It's a baby in a fucking 2-piece swimsuit, and the picture makes it look like she's fucking pregnant.
And then they made video games. And then they made video games. And then they made video. And when you're focusing on a toy line that calls each individual doll something that rhymes with shat, and when you're focusing on something that focuses on the 3 core values of life stated by Carter himself, friendship, hair play, and a passion for fashion, you know that you're going to be playing a fucking masterpiece. Happy fucking 200,000 subscribers, everybody. Come on. Give me your worst.
Well, look who's here. The fashion freaks. Yeah!
Okay, I'm ready now.
So basically, this nameless brat, and nope, I'm not insulting her, that's what they're called, is going for an editor assistant job at a high-end magazine publisher.
Mean girl alert. Those two things are called Kirsty and Casey. But everyone at Styles High calls them
the Tweedles.
Okay, wait a second. Why do these guys get an intro? I don't even know the names of our heroines yet, but these guys get a fucking in-depth character study and X-ray introduction in the first 2 minutes? And who is this girl talking to exactly? Is she the newly appointed narrator to this train wreck, or is she just talking to her friends about them even though they already know who they are?
I'm just gonna stop looking for the flaws and the plot holes and everything. It's Bratz. It's gonna be fucking shit. So let's fucking move on. And it'll be over faster.
So yeah, these girls are the enemy, I suppose? And the Bratz make their opinions towards them very clear. And then after that, we find Jade, I think, partaking in her job that she mentioned earlier. But before she can get to work, she must meet her boss, who is wearing a tiara. So as you can tell, we're going to get along just swell.
I was thinking that maybe we could do a column on street trends, see what's taking off at clubs, do a quiz fest.
Don't you just love it in cutscenes when none of the voices remotely sync up to the mouths of the main characters? I love it.
And I also love the fact that on this game's release in 2005, I would have had to have paid £30 for the privilege of watching the majesty and mystery of the
Phantom phone loving.
I'm serious. The fucking thing just ghosted its way through that shit. This is scary. But that is nothing compared to the boss's reaction to Jade, I think, getting lunch for her.
Carbs! What are you trying to do? Kill me? Make me fat? I only eat greens!
So as it turns out, Jade, I think, actually ends up getting fired because she wasn't actually told what the boss likes to eat for lunch. I do logic every not at all. But she doesn't just get fired, and she doesn't just get seriously disciplined, and she doesn't just get majorly embarrassed. No. She gets rained on with motherfucking lightning storms!
You are fired for life. In fact, even your children and your grandchildren are fired!
Sheesh, lady!
Fired!
It's those lightning bolt effects. Good God, they're perfect. Every time.
I just want to tell you I am so psyched to be working here with you and your thing. I've got a ton of ideas for the magazine.
Fired!
My life is so over.
And so we finally begin the game.
James, was that Bratz Rock Angels I just heard from upstairs? Okay, have a nice day.
And before I talk about anything else, I should just say, yes, I am aware that this game is aimed at young girls, but that's no excuse to make probably the laziest, most forced, and most hilariously patronizing tutorial I have ever seen in my life.
I suppose I should press the triangle button to get that. I suppose I should select that text from Chloe and press the X button to read it. I feel so down I can barely even bring myself to follow the arrow that's pointing towards the smoothie bar.
I mean, when games like this try to break the fourth wall this pathetically, I find it utterly joyous. Imagine if any other of your favorite games did that.
When you want to use the codec, push the select button.
But Colonel, since it's really cold down here, don't be surprised if I can't hit the select button to call you on the codec. The button could easily get stuck in the low temperatures after all. Oh, and Colonel, I'm so cold that I can barely use the arrow buttons to run around and warm myself up. BRB.
Oh, and by the way, this game is fantastic at teaching valuable life lessons such as this. Life lesson number 1.
Well, I may be blue, but at least I have this cool cell phone.
And then after that, we finally get our first taste of proper gameplay. I mean, it looks basic enough, but then believe it or not, these controls are fucked. Yes, even though running around is all you can do out here, and even though that's the only thing that these guys had all the time and resources to program perfectly, it's fucking broken. They are extremely slippy, and it feels like you're constantly running on top of a giant puddle of gravy on a kitchen floor. Not to mention, this is the worst camera I have ever seen. It's far too quick and gets stuck extremely easily, and due to the sloppy controls, whenever you turn it yourself, your brat goes apeshit and can't decide where she's actually walking anymore. This is a terrible start. Well, you know, just in case this wasn't a bad enough start for you.
Sorry, NOP. NOP? Not our problem.
So we complete the first ever goal of walking, and a new plot thread is introduced. Jade, I think, is bummed about being fired and wants to go home, so the other brats organize a surprise party to cheer her up.
Sorry, everyone. I'm not in the mood to hang.
Oh, really? That's a shame. I had the noose ready.
Oh, here's another life lesson. Life lesson number 2.
You can't cheer someone up without something styling to wear.
And oh god, these cutscenes. Again, they aren't made for me, I know, but Jesus Christ, there are audio gaps everywhere, glitching hairs, completely lifeless and boring dialogue, and absolutely no music at all through any of them. And there's 7 minutes of it before we actually get to the core gameplay. But anyway, as you can see, the gameplay is presented on an open plane, so it's just like GTA. Full of twats. And basically, you spend the whole thing running into shops and buying shit. That's it. The whole game. in its entirety. Every goal is centered around makeup and clothes. But obviously you need to make money to buy this stuff, and this is where the random coins pop in. Do you see those randomly materializing things that are popping up every second that you walk past them? Yeah, as it turns out, you need them. You buy things with them, and they always appear behind you, meaning a complete and utter hack job of slippery turning circles and impossible targeting to get the coins that you need to buy the things which the goals state you need to buy in a game about fashion and makeup. But besides that point, for this goal that I'm doing right now, I need some clothes. But here's the funny thing, and by funny I mean not haha funny, but fuck you funny. No matter what you want to pick, everybody you bump into hates everything that you wear. It doesn't even matter if you get matching outfits, they all hate it.
Hi, Jade. Is that what's fashionable these days?
Hey, Yasmin. That's some kind of statement you're making, right? Is it Halloween already?
What are you wearing?
Christ almighty, I'm playing a video game to escape from reality, not to mirror my life and have it insult me by reminding me that every time I go out I look stupid in public.
Feel free to try on anything you like.
Oh, you creepy bastard. Oh, and by the way, when you're in the shops, you hear music. How often are you in the shops? Not too much. When you're outdoors, you hear no music at all. How often are you outdoors?
Every 5 minutes.
I mean, you have no idea. This is one of the emptiest overworlds, if you can call it that, of any game I've ever played in my life. There is absolutely nothing going on. Nothing moves, there's barely any people around, the shop windows all look identical, there's no life in anything around you. It's just an empty, barren wasteland, and get used to it because you'll be out here for more than half of your playtime. And I guess I can't really comment as such, but I think that I'm in some sort of position to say that if I were a little girl, this would be nowhere near as glamorous or exciting as I would like it to be. I'd find it more interesting staring at cans of Asda brand beans.
Oh god, not you.
What are you playing?
None of your beeswax is what? Am I right? Am I right?
Well, that was just rude.
Says the parrot that shot me in my Fade to Black review.
Well, that's because you kicked me out.
That's because you broke in.
And that was because I was dying of thirst.
But why did you come to me?
Because I love you.
You are?
Is that Bratz Rock Angels? I fucking love Bratz.
Wait. You like Bratz?
Yeah. Who doesn't love dressing up like a skinny slut?
Okay, I don't ever want to see you again if that's okay.
Why? You're kicking me out again. Just because I love Bratz.
I'm kicking you out because you're coming on to me.
You discriminatory wanker. Boys can like girl things too.
You just told me you loved me. Get out.
But Bratz is the best thing ever. Oh, I swear, you will not hear the end of this. I will buy you a doll. I'll buy you the outfits. I'll dress you up in the party costumes. I will bend you over and call you my bitch. I will spank you with the passion for fashion accessories until you beg me to This isn't the end, Caddy. This isn't the end.
And did I mention the navigating? Look at this. Look at the lack of variation. Look at the blandness. Look at the supreme lack of individuality. There are so many damn shops here that all sell different things, and yet they never thought to give a description to what every shop actually sells. And from the inside and outside, they all actually look exactly the same. There's no variation or any visual indication to what each shop actually sells. Confused much. And so that means that walking around the already awful overworld is accompanied by constant stopping and loading to browse through shops in which you don't know what they sell. Honestly, I can't see the patience of young girls lasting too long with this. I can tell you that for free. Although, when you're actually given a set goal to complete, you're completely restricted. You are told exactly where to go and exactly what to buy. You know, none of that fun freedom bullshit that kids like so much. So then, any attempt of exploring is not rewarded at all, and hell, it isn't actually even allowed.
Ooh, that's tempting.
but I need the Treasures Compact.
And talking about the lack of freedom, the same can be said in the tutorials, which are still going, by the way. But they aren't just still going, that wouldn't be bad enough. They are forcefully making me listen to every single boring word each brat has to say. No skipping and no movement allowed.
Press the X button on the little picture under our current compact and pick out a new one from the menu that appears.
I mean, Jesus Christ on a bicycle. If this game is just holding the hands of less experienced gamers, that's fine. But please don't hold me back. It's pretty damn obvious what everything does. It's right there in front of me. You've already explained the basics to this, so let me figure some stuff out, please. We are playing an interactive and fun electronic video game, not sitting through math. And then every time you aren't restricted in a tutorial segment, you're slippy sliding your way through the town looking like a haystack with legs. But I suppose it is kind of worth waiting through the tutorials just for the glory of being free with makeup application.
She is my canvas. I am Picasso. You know what I'm thinking? I think it's time for an obligatory montage. Go!
Oh, lovely. I am disease. Ultimately though, as fun as that is, and as beautiful as it is of course, you're reduced to more walking in the worst overworld ever. I mean, I wouldn't mind so much if it was smaller, but it just takes 7 centuries to actually get anywhere.
Well, I don't quite mean 7 centuries, literally, because, that's impossible. But it feels like it, is what I mean. That's a joke, everybody.
Okay, now I have to switch to another brat. Let's see here. Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen, we officially decked her in the face. We have a cat fight right now. Oh, and then we get another tutorial repeat, which was the exact same tutorial from the very beginning of the game. No skipping, no moving. Arr. And did I even mention these loading screens? I swear, whenever you go into any shop, do anything, walk anywhere, select anything, a loading screen feels like it needs to appear. I mean, come on, game. You aren't exactly loading San Andreas.
I'm glad you came, Cool Cat. You look a little better.
Well, I can't say the same for you. Oh, and as it turns out, we can actually choose our background song for when we're indoors. Wow, let's see what's going on here. What do we have? What? It's Green Day. I lie. It's just a shitty compilation of shitty acts that were up and dead rejects of the early 2000s. Well, actually, that's a bit too harsh. There are 1 or 2 really catchy songs in this soundtrack, and only 1 or 2, though, I hate to admit. I would play you some of the more awful ones, but, copyright is a meanie, and I would interpret more of the awful ones in my own style, but Brutal Moose already did that joke, so let's move on. Oh, and I lied earlier. There is actually another random gameplay element. Posing! Yeah! And it makes you more money. But what is it that you actually do in posing bits, though? Hit one button, wait. Hit the other button, wait. Hit another button, win. I'm awfully confused about the inclusion of a time limit for something like this. All I can do is hit one button and wait. I mean, I can't go much faster than that, can I? And then some more plot happens. The Bratz decide to get back at the magazine company that fired Jade, I think, so that they can
get revenge.
And to do that, they buy their own office block to work in.
Get ready to feast your eyes on the most totally slamming loft in all downtown.
Well, if it's not slamming in, then I'm not interested in it.
But unfortunately, it isn't actually that nice in there, which causes great disdain amongst the brats.
Ow! A rat!
A rat! A rat! But then all of a sudden, the place is miraculously fixed without any of my involvement, so what was the point of any of that? I don't know, who gives a shit?
Don't forget, we've laid down some serious blings to get this magazine up and running.
No sweat, Bunny Boo.
Ah, well, that's just racist. By the way, what is actually going on right now? Like, seriously. This is called Bratz Rock Angelz. Where are the bands, the rock music, the instruments, anything to do with what I'm seeing on the cover right now?
This isn't Rock Angelz. It's magazine maggots. Oh, screw this. I'm looking it up. Okay. So, as it turns out, the PC version of Bratz Rock Angelz follows the Rock Angelz story. Every other version does not. The PS2 version of Bratz Rock Angelz doesn't follow the Rock Angelz story. The PS2 version of Bratz Rock Angelz doesn't follow the Rock aim it.
More boring tasks, more walking, more nothing at all. Whoopity-doo, de peppy-doo, de poo-de-doo, pep-poo-de-doo. You know, we've had lots of great life lessons for the young ladies in this game, but they've missed out the most important one for this. The I can't live without a fossil boy that forever only belongs in the early 2000s lesson. I mean, I keep on texting Cameron, but he never gets back to me. Ever. Well, don't worry, Cameron. I'm no quitter, because one way or another, I'm gonna text you. I'm gonna fuck you. I mean, damn, I even got myself some sexy rollerblades to make you like me, and still, he says nothing to me. And guess what? These blades suck. Combine the slippery controls with a wide turning circle and little to no agility, and you have the blades. And hey, you can design t-shirts. Guess what? It sucks. You have barely any choices for anything, and the cursor moves at a snail's pace. You know, where all of these mechanics and goals may appeal to girls, this game is basically just a more restrictive, cheaper, less fun, and choppier version of real life. Why would someone waste their time on something as broken as this for the sake of doing something that would be more fun in real life? And seriously, that is all that this game is. There is nothing more to it. You get different environments occasionally, but every goal, every forced tutorial, every broken control scheme, it just does not change ever. I even got myself a camera, and even that sucks. Perhaps I can get my revenge on Cameron for ignoring me by becoming a creepy stalker. Not going to pay attention to me, Cameron? Well then, I'll stalk your unsettling noseless face forever until I can show everyone the best pictures I can grab of you. Cum face.
You know what I can't even be doing with this bollocks anymore? I've had a fucking enough of it. I can't do it. Bratz. More like gnats. Am I right? Yeah. Bratz. You suck, you're gross, and nobody likes you. And you're annoying. Like gnats. Yeah. Yeah, perfect analogy if you ask me. Yeah, brats, the splatty rats that are gnats covered in shat. You know, I could just slaughter this game, but honestly, that's too fucking easy. I mean, that's the coward's way out. I mean, it was obvious that this game was going to be slaughtered the second that I mentioned it in my last Caddicarus episode, so you know what? That'll be too quick, too easy, and too painless. You know what? No. I can't do that. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. There's 200,000 subscriber special. I owe the beautiful people something much better than this. I mean, seriously, there must be something, anything, the tiniest minuscule thing. There must be something worth playing in this. There must be something. Come on. I owe all of you guys much better than this. Much better than just a simple shooting this game and then calling it a day. No, there must be something. I'm gonna fucking find something, okay? I'm gonna find something. I owe you all much better than this. Come on. Let's go.
Well, it's about time someone pushed the limits of bad taste. I suppose.
Hi!
Oh, I have no time for you right now. No.
Oh my god, is that Bratz game?
You're too old for it! Girls!
What?
I don't want this anymore.
What would you want me to do with it? We can smash it to pieces. Come on! And we don't know who digged this in the hole, do they, Caddy?
No, they don't.
No.
Hello everybody, and thanks so much for watching my 200,000 subscriber special episode. Oh my god, I'm gonna try and keep rambling to a minimum, but you guys, you've been so amazing. You mean the world to me with what you've been doing, with sharing all of my stuff, liking all of my content that I'm making. It means so much to me. I'm so glad that you're liking what I'm doing, and 200,000 subscribers, that is such an insane number, and it's going up every single day at a rate I can't even keep up with, so yeah, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. The more you guys support what I do, the more I like to carry on doing what I do, and the more content I make. I mean, that's all I can say, really. The more support you guys give me is fantastic, because then it just makes me want to keep making more videos for you all to enjoy. I can't explain enough how much you mean to me and how much this whole thing has meant to me. This has been an incredible journey for my channel, and it's not even been 2 years since I've been making gaming videos, and I've already passed 200,000 subs. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. And anyway, if you're one of the new subscribers, then I'm going to link you to another video which was very similar to this one in terms of the way it's made, to the left-hand side. On the right-hand side is a video game trailer for a game I'm actually lending my voice to. I'm excited as all hell for it, and every bit of information that you need for that is in the description, as well as my Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, and my Games Grabber profile, which I've put the logo at the top of the little end slate here. Basically, that shows you everybody, like, it shows everybody what games are on my shelves right now, what I'm picking up, what's in my collections, and it allows you to buy those games directly from that website, my profile on Games Grabber. So you know what? You've been missing out if you don't have a look at that, so go and have a look. Again, thank you so much for 200,000 subscribers. You're all incredible. You're all doing your bit to make sure that this show and everything that I do keeps on progressing, and I can't thank you all enough. If it's your birthday today or watching this video, happy freaking birthday to you. Please remember to stay beautiful, and I'll see you all next time, I suppose.
Is this a real one?
No, it's not, no.
Okay.
It's a toy. It's only a toy one.
I killed Phoebe.
I killed Phoebe.